Good morning, vloggy vlog.
This club is still going.
It's 9 a.m. in the morning. The clubs in Tokyo are still going. Yesterday night, I think there was a holiday in Tokyo, and it was an absolute shit show on the streets. Drunk people throwing up. It's absolutely crazy. They know how to party. But what is up, vloggy vlog? Welcome back to my channel. We are in a place that we've been planning to go for the longest time ever. We finally made it to Tokyo, Japan. We've been here for one day prior to going on our cruise with Norwegian Cruise Line. We did a 12-day cruise around Japan. We stopped at multiple beautiful spots, and we decided to stay 4 more days in Tokyo to explore this crazy and beautiful city. I can already tell you that this is my absolute favorite big city that I've been to so far. The diversity between the old and the new, the modern and the historic is absolutely insane. I absolutely am obsessed with the fashion in this city. I'm gonna show you hopefully some clips of people and what they're wearing. There's absolutely no limits here. You can absolutely wear anything you want. How many times did I say absolutely? Way too many times. But you can wear absolutely anything you want. Nobody's gonna judge you, and everybody's just so friendly and helpful. And I'm just very excited to explore this city for 4 more days. We made our way out of the hotel. As I told you guys, we are staying in Shinjuku, which is
Shibuya.
Shinjuku.
Oh, I thought that was this place.
No.
All right, never mind.
Randy and the travel plans, once again, I am the planner and organizer, so don't ask him any questions. We are staying in Shinjuku, which seems to be like a really good area to stay.
It's like crazy.
It's
probably not good for like families with kids, but
No,
if you're like in your
absolutely
20s, seems like it would be a blast.
I would say it's like a very central area. There's just so much to do. I think you can stay there for a couple of days and you will not get bored because there's just so many things to do. There is a lot of American illegal stuff going on, like prostitution and strip clubs and stuff like that. But other than that, it just seems like a very central area to everything.
And I don't think it's illegal here.
It's not, right?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. We assume. There is just too obvious and in your face.
But I can tell you that people do not get in trouble for drinking or puking on the streets because they have a lot of that going on.
We have witnessed a lot of partying class yesterday. I believe there was a holiday yesterday, so there was a lot of people out. We saw them this morning at 9 a.m.
Yeah, it was late.
Throwing up all over.
Still going, stumbling out of clubs.
People barely walking. We, of course, had to encounter an unpleasant situation of a drunk man trying to come up to us and bother us. So that is it for you, but overall I think Tokyo is pretty safe. We are walking an hour right now to go to Shibuya Crossing and Harajuku. Harajuku is a fashion district, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but apparently there is like all kinds of people, different fashion styles. So we're gonna do a little bit of people watching. I think it's common everywhere in Tokyo that everybody's dressed just really nice and cute, and there's so many different styles. But I'm excited if it's any more prominent in Harajuku. So we're gonna do that. Visit the Shibuya Crossing, which is the most busy intersection in the world, which seems very stressful because any intersection in Tokyo seems to be very stressful and busy, so I can only imagine how crazy that one is. And we're also going to visit a 3D cafe and hopefully drink some coffee with Toby's face on it. That's what I'm looking for the most today. And then we're gonna head back to our hotel and grab dinner just at the bottom of our hotel. I'm going to tag all the locations in the description or on the video so you guys can see, and hopefully it's gonna help you with planning your trip. On the first day when we're here prior to the cruise, we visited a couple of locations. Unfortunately, I don't have white clips, so I'm just going to attach some tall clips for the reference for you guys. We went to the temple. Randy, could you help me? What's the name of the temple?
No idea. We saw whatever his name is there.
We saw Stevie Aoki on the first
he was
day.
there.
He was there, and apparently Randy's friend was shooting him and was also there, so we could easily come up and like say hi, but we didn't. We didn't want to bother him.
And I didn't realize till after when he messaged me on Instagram and said, "Oh, you're here too."
But we went to this very famous temple. I'm gonna show you guys the clips how absolutely insane it looked like. There was just trillion people, and we went pretty early, I think at 10 a.m. So If you plan on visiting any major spots in Tokyo, I would highly recommend getting up at 5 or 6 a.m. and going straight there to get it out of the way. It was very hectic and very stressful, but it was a very beautiful place. We also visited a Ueno park. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I think that park is mostly famous for the cherry blossoms, which obviously are not happening right now because it's November. And what else did we do on the first day? We visited the temple, the park. We did quite a bit of walking the first day. I don't remember what else we did. There was one more stop we did.
It was the whole anime area.
Oh, yeah. And the whole street that's famous for the manga and anime area. So those are the places we visited on the first day. So in this vlog, you guys are not going to be seeing any of that because we're not going back there. But I'm going to tag the locations below just so you guys can see maybe if you want to visit them as well. And now I really need some coffee. So let's go.
Hi. Do you have oat milk? I would really like these.
Which ones?
These.
Oh my God.
Just like how beige and brown goes with pretty much everything that I wear.
Two iced lattes. Whichever is the best. Thank you. A little bummer, we couldn't get Toby in 3D. It's only like animated characters you can get in 3D. So we got him in 2D, which was still pretty cool. We drank Toby for lunch today. But we also got the Hello Kitty in 3D and I thought it was pretty awesome. So the people were actually hand painting all the coffees. It wasn't a machine, which makes it even more special and pretty cool. And now we're just going to explore a little bit of Harajuku. So when I lived in Poland, I thought that Harajuku is like full of people just dressed up in like different kinds of outfits because that's what Polish TV was showing on documentaries. But turns out it's more of a fashion district with a lot of vintage shopping and stuff like that. So it's not as fashiony on the streets as I thought it's going to be, but we're gonna still walk around and see what else is here. We are back in the hotel and let me show you this, you guys. We left the hotel at 12:30 p.m. I think. So it never even the whole day and right now is 6 p.m. and our step count is not updated just yet, I don't think. 17,687. Not bad. So how many hours were we gone? 12:30 till 6, like 5 hours. We were walking pretty much non-stop. As I mentioned, we walked from Shinjuku to Harajuku to Shibuya crossing. We tried to see the temple, but on the way out we realized that there is no way through the park. So we decided we're going to do that on another day. And today I think we're just so famished that we're going to crash, get some work done. Tomorrow morning I have another plan of things to do. We're going to go to another temple. We're going to check out the Royal Palace and we're going to go to a robot cafe, which should be really cool. The robot cafe is very special, but I'm going to talk to you guys about that tomorrow. And I think this is a wrap for today because my feet are hurting. You know, getting so many steps in a day is not a problem if you split it up, but we did those 18,000 steps pretty much in all one shot, which is obviously a lot of walking. That's almost 10 miles in just one sitting there and back, so it's quite a big mileage for us. We're ready to chill a little bit, get some work done, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. We have a slight change of plans. We were supposed to go to the temple and the robot cafe, but this morning we got hung up on some work stuff, so it's a little bit late for that. It's 9 a.m. and I wanted to be at the temple at 8 to avoid the crowds. So instead we're going to have a pretty much a very chill day of just walking around to random spots and exploring different areas of Tokyo. We are going to start with getting breakfast at this spot that's very highly recommended, and we're looking for something more American rather than an Asian cuisine for breakfast. For some reason it does not sit well with me to eat noodles or rice for breakfast, so we're looking more of a traditional American breakfast like eggs and stuff like that. One thing I'm going to tell you guys, if you're vegetarian or vegan, I think that Japan is a very, very difficult place to be. I have a very difficult time finding vegetarian food. I do eat fish, but how much fish can you eat in a day? Also, whenever there is tofu options or egg options, usually they come with pork, which I was absolutely not aware of. Yesterday I bought a little rice thing from 7-Eleven with egg on top, and I took a bite of it and turns out there was pork in it, which was absolutely traumatizing. So just something to be mindful of and be prepared to be searching for those vegan and vegetarian options. Even here in Tokyo, which is such a big city, I find it very hard to find food options for me, which is a little bit stressful. I think even Italy is an easier place for vegetarians than Japan is, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is our third full day, and I think we've been very spoiled on a cruise with food options because obviously we had access to multiple buffets a day and multiple different restaurants. It was just very easy to kind of stick to the foods that I eat usually at home, and here I did not think it's going to be that challenging, especially that I thought that Japanese cuisine is mostly seafood and rice, so I thought it's going to be the most perfect place for me, which obviously there's plenty of seafood options like sushi, but even udon or like ramen noodles are made out of pork or meat broth, so there's always some meat hidden in everything, even in tofu. So just something to be really mindful of. But hopefully this cafe we're going to have some good options for me. Yesterday I was absolutely starving all day because I had a difficult time finding food. I think we're going to stop at the infamous 7-Eleven and buy some Japanese snacks and do a video of us trying them. I'm not going to lie, we've been to 7-Eleven probably 5 times a day, every single day. It's just so good. They have so many options of just quick bites to grab. There's iced coffees. There's just absolutely anything and everything you could dream of. So I think we're going to do that, and at night we're going to get out and get some night photos with the beautiful lights and the neons. So that's pretty much the day for us today. I'm going to show you my outfit really quick. It is pretty cold outside. The weather has been kind of up and down. 2 days ago I was wearing a short sleeve and I was sweating, and today it's 54 Fahrenheit degrees outside, which is pretty chilly. I've been honestly living in skirts. I think all the Japanese girls and the fashion here is all about skirts, so I've been wearing skirts every single day, but this is what I'm wearing. I'm gonna let Randy hold the camera for 1 second. Randy's my tripod. I have this top that's from Amazon. It's Pumi. This skirt that's actually a skirt from Zara. Some tights. My boots are from Zara. I tagged very similar boots from Steve Madden for you guys because I get so many questions on those boots. Those are the most comfortable boots I own. Honestly, last year in New York, I was wearing those boots every single day because they're just made for walking. Then I'm gonna throw on this sweater from Revolve. So let me do this really quick. The worst thing is about putting sweater after putting makeup on. That's why Japanese people have it all figured out. The little net. And I'm gonna finish it up with this brown jacket from Princess Polly. And this is it. Hopefully I'm warm enough. Let's go explore Tokyo. Cool. Okay, the breakfast was 10 out of 10. We got the eggs, we got the pancakes. The pancakes were absolutely insane. It was like eating straight up clouds full of air. We had this amazing breakfast. We're gonna go to the temple right now. It's like a 25-minute walk. Everywhere is pretty walkable in Japan. It is pretty spread out because obviously Tokyo is a massive city, but we walk pretty much everywhere. Yesterday we did 20,000 steps. Today we're probably gonna finish at 20k too.
Hopefully.
But we're gonna go visit the temple in a beautiful park. The weather actually cleared out a little bit and it's pretty decent, so we're gonna do that and then do a little bit of shopping. Randy made also another very funny comment when we were shopping the other day. What did you say?
I don't know what.
That we are right now in Tokyo, Japan, shopping for Africa trip that we have in 2 weeks from now.
Not even 2 weeks. It's like
And
10
the
days.
same day as we're shopping, we're also booking the tickets to Africa
Yeah.
from Japan. So this is our life right now. Honestly, we can't complain, right?
I can a little bit. I'm tired and I want to like sleep in my own bed for more than one day, but I'm also
I mean, you
super
can
excited.
say no.
I could, but who would say no to gorilla trekking trip in Africa? Not this guy.
Not us. So yeah, let's go see the temple. This is actually so cool because we're in the middle of the city right now, in the middle of Tokyo, and there is a full-blown forest in the middle of the city. The city is so huge, it truly has everything and anything you can possibly imagine. This is like a very lush, very deep forest, and we're literally in the middle of the city. Wild. The temple was pretty cool, but now we got a little bit tired, so we're gonna go find coffee. And in one of the vlogs I told you guys, me and Randy are big coffee drinkers and we're big coffee connoisseurs, and we always look for two things: oat milk, specifically Oatly, and I don't care what anybody says, it is the best oat milk for coffee, and the Lama Rosca coffee machine. And we've been searching everywhere in Tokyo and we couldn't find it, and now on the way out from the park we saw this cute little cafe and they do have Lama Rosca, so you better bet we're getting coffee, even though we don't really want it that bad, but like we need to get a Lama Rosca
You think
good
I'm
coffee.
or you're a bigger coffee snob?
I think we're both like big coffee snobs. And nobody here crosses illegally or on a red light, so we're gonna literally backtrack to go to the crossing to cross on the green light. I genuinely never heard of Japan being great with coffee, but so far all the local spots we've tried, they were absolutely amazing. Do not go to Starbucks. Starbucks sucks everywhere you go. This is actually like very good coffee. Another really cool thing about Japan is that you can find those soda ATMs literally in every corner of the city. You can get water, you can get all kinds of sodas, you can get coffee, and in some places you can also get beer and alcohol, which is pretty cool if you get thirsty in the middle of your walk. We have yet another change of plans. So today we're supposed to go to the shrine and visit the robot cafe, but we did not check that today is some sort of maybe a holiday. Maybe every Thursday everything is closed in Tokyo, but the coffee shops open way later today, and unfortunately the robot cafe is closed. So we are leaving Tokyo tomorrow, but our flight is at 7 p.m. So I'm hoping that tomorrow morning, we can just go there and get that checked out. But today we're going to go to a shrine that's nearby to take some photos with the red gates that are just a definition of Japan, and then we're gonna go get some breakfast. I think we're going to have another pretty chill day, no stress, just kind of walking around. I did not take enough photos around Tokyo, so today I want to focus on getting some nice pictures from here, and we definitely need to catch up on some work. We did a little bit of work this morning. We found some cute cafe to grab some breakfast, and we're just gonna get lost in this beautiful and big city. I want to show you the view that we wake up to and go to bed every single day. So the room is very small. We don't have any space to put our clothes and luggages anywhere else, so they're kind of blocking the view a little bit. But this is the bed, and this is the view that we wake up to and go to bed every single morning and night. Are you joking? We are on the 34th floor of the building. It looks like we're above almost all the buildings, so the view is definitely to die for. Even considering no space, like there's a lot of cabinets here that I thought are just cabinets that we can open and maybe put some clothes, but this is just like a pretty wall. The TV is way too close to the bed, but can't complain because this is the view we wake up to and go to bed every day, and this does not get any better than this. Believe it or not, you guys, we've been in Japan for 2 weeks now and we have not tried Japanese sushi yet, so this is going to be our first time trying it. I know our California sushi is pretty good. We have fresh fish and the quality of our cuisine is pretty good. You can get any food you want in California, but I think this sushi and this dinner experience is going to be the highlight of my trip, so I'm very excited to try. This sushi, you guys, turned out to be absolutely amazing. The sweet potato, I didn't get it on video. We had sweet potato with blue cheese, which I am not a fan of blue cheese, but that
never gave it a shot.
No, it's just stinky. I don't like any cheese that's stinky, but that was absolutely amazing. What else did we have that was really good? Eggplant. That was just an eggplant, plain eggplant, but the way they cook it, I don't know. It was incredible. And on top of that, we made some Japanese friends. The people that were sitting next to us started chatting with us, and I already said it once and I will say it again. Japanese people and the culture is just the nicest people and culture that I've ever experienced. Everybody is just so helpful, so welcoming. They're just genuinely nice people. But Japanese people in general, even though there is a huge language barrier, because that's probably number one issue. I have two problems with Japan, okay? One is inability of communicating in English, which obviously it's totally cool. Like, I can't expect a country to just speak my language. So when I'm here, I'm obviously not mad about it, but it is difficult to speak English. But everybody is immediately open to using the Google Translate and very helpful and like really trying to understand what you mean. Unlike in some other countries, which I'm not going to be throwing names, but everybody is very helpful and they're very eager to translate and to try to communicate with you. And number two, surprisingly, it's extremely difficult to find food for me. I am a very picky eater. I am very specific about the foods that I eat. I do not eat meat and I eat fish. And I think I already mentioned in this video, even dishes that are made out of tofu or just egg or just fish somehow have pork added to it. The broths are meat broths. Tofu is topped with beef on top, which in my head doesn't make sense because in Europe, in America, tofu is like a vegetarian food. We don't add meat to it. But here, meat is just everywhere. So whenever we tried to eat out, it would take me like 40 minutes to try to find any place that have anything that I can eat. Of course, there is sushi, but other than sushi. So those are my two problems that I have with Japan. But other than that, I don't think I talked about it in this video. There's so many things that I think Japan does better than America or even than Europe, and I think we should learn from that. One is people being so welcoming and just truly genuinely nice, and I don't know what the word is, but they're all very inviting, very friendly, very inviting. It's just, I don't know. I think you guys just would have to experience it on your own, because it's just, I don't know, it's very difficult to put in words, but everybody is just very open to foreigners and very friendly. It's extremely clean. We are in Tokyo, and Tokyo is a huge city, which I don't know if any of you have been to New York, where there's trash everywhere, there's rats running around, or even LA. There is literally trash on the streets, there is homeless people everywhere. It's just very dirty, and anybody that visits LA, they notice that it looks like a third world country. It doesn't look what it looks in the movies. Of course, you have Beverly Hills, Malibu, and Santa Monica, parts of it, Palisades, that are very nice, but the rest of the city is very dirty. So this is something that Japan does really well. Even though walking on the streets, you cannot find trash cans. If you have a cup of coffee and you want to throw it away, there is no trash cans anywhere. So I'm not sure what they do with the trash, but they have some sort of a really good system going on in here. Three, it's very safe. Walking around at night, in the morning, any time of the day, you feel so safe. And I actually looked into statistics, and there is 250 times less crime in Tokyo than in New York City when it comes to thieves and breaking into people's properties and stuff like that. So the statistic is there, and it's not just a feeling, but it actually is very safe. And even today, talking to the local people in the sushi place, they all agreed that Tokyo is just a very safe place, which is surprising for a big city. Everybody is very respectful of the rules when it comes to traffic and like walking on certain sides of the sidewalk. Whenever you see some outliers walking on the wrong side, it's usually the tourists or people just being lost on their phones, but most of the time people know where to walk, so it's easy to kind of navigate through traffic. Cars stop when they see pedestrians immediately. You don't have to wait on the crossroads. You are just they will just let you go, so you can cross immediately. In general, of course, Tokyo deals with some problems as any big city, like traffic jams and pollution. I think those are the biggest problems that you can find here, like in any big city. But overall, I think Europe and America has a lot to learn from Tokyo, as being this huge city that is so densely populated but operating so surprisingly well. I'm genuinely shocked with how smooth and well this city operates. But right now we're actually in the middle of packing, because tomorrow, unfortunately, we're already leaving. I thought 4 days in Tokyo will be too much time, and today I know it wasn't enough time. So next time we'll definitely book more time to spend in this beautiful city. And tomorrow we're planning to visit the temple that we didn't manage to do today and yesterday, and we're probably going to also go to the robot cafe if we have time. And our flight is at 7 p.m. so we're gonna be a little bit in a rush running around tomorrow, and hopefully get to do the things that we haven't done for the past couple of days. Okay, you guys, so this is our last full day. Not full day, we have a flight today, half day. This place really feels amazing, and I'm actually extremely sad that we're leaving. We loved it here. Every moment, everywhere we went, we absolutely enjoyed our time here. I know that I told you guys that today we were going to go to the temple and we're going to go to the robot cafe, but unfortunately I didn't look it up. You have to book the robot cafe in advance, and we didn't. So we decided to just go get breakfast at the pancake house that we went to on the first and the second day here. And because the shrine and the temple was right next to the robot cafe, we also decided to skip on that, because it would be a bit of a hassle to get there from our hotel and come back on time to pack and get ready for our flight. but I'm going to add the names on top. I think if you're visiting Tokyo, you should definitely visit those two places. The Robot Cafe, I didn't tell you guys about. It's robots that serve you food and drinks, but they are operated by people who are
Disabled?
yeah, no, you're just swinging this bag so loud. The robots are operated by disabled people, by people who are bound to beds, which I think is just such an amazing and unique cause, because they can't move, they can't operate like normal people, like we do, the healthy people. So it's just a nice opportunity to interact with them and gives them a chance to live a little bit of a normal life. So if you're visiting Tokyo, I would highly recommend you booking a dinner there and visiting, because I think it's just for a very beautiful cause. And the shrine, I'm sure you've seen pictures from Tokyo and videos of the red gates. That shrine in particular supposedly is less busy than some of the most busy shrines, so it's just very easy to get some photos and videos. So I'll also add the name on top. And this is it. This sums up our Tokyo vlog. We are very sad to leave. I think we're definitely gonna be back, right? Yeah. Randy's brother actually lives in Japan. I don't think I mentioned that, but he is fluent in Japanese and he lives here. So that gives us also a little bit of a reason to come back and visit. And again, we're very sad. We're ready to just take one more loop
around you and your surroundings. Walking while using your smartphone is dangerous. Please refrain from engaging in activities that could be a nuisance to other visitors, such as playing percussion instruments, karaoke, standing in the shrubbery, and placing baggage in park pathways.
At breakfast, we were just talking about how the only problem with Japan and Japanese people is the miscommunication, because not a lot of people speak English, so there is a lot of miscommunication and mistakes caused by that. But other than that, everything is just very black and white, like this announcement that you guys just heard. There's rules everywhere and everybody sticks to it, surprisingly, unlike anywhere else in the world. So I think there's always no surprises. You always know what to expect, and that's something that I actually really admire and I appreciate in this country. But this is the end of this Tokyo vlog. You guys, we had an amazing time. We're definitely gonna be back. I'm hoping sooner than later, because I actually really enjoyed our time here. So I love you guys, and like, subscribe and comment, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next one.